Hi everyone, I'm Rob and welcome back to the Bayern 2 RTG career mode. We are getting through the episodes here. Just thought I'd let you guys know I'm really enjoying making these sorts of videos, even though it's very tiring, very time consuming. And I've got a new PC pretty much ready to go. I'm going to be having a whole new setup coming pretty soon. And yeah, that should be pretty exciting. But regardless, we're on this career mode right now. Bayern 2, we're going to be finishing off Season 4 in this episode, I believe. Of course, just a quick recap if you want. Season 1, automatic promotion, won the third league, was it? Third league, yeah, the third league title. Second season, we gained a back-to-back promotion by winning the playoffs in Bundesliga 2. Last season, which was the third season, we finished 7th and managed to actually get into Europa League qualification. We qualified for the Europa League, and this season we're halfway through. We've of course gone through to the round of 32 in which we face Roma, and we're also doing very well in the Bundesliga. Alright, I'm glad we've got that over the line nice and early. We've just bought Leon Bailey on a pre-contract deal for next season. We've got him for free. It's an absolute bargain. You know, if I'm honest, I don't see us doing any more business for the rest of the transfer window. Yeah, let's crack on with Season 4. Alright, we begin the second half of the fourth season with Eintracht Frankfurt. An early chance for Doku, just about saved by the goalkeeper, but just a couple of minutes later. He had a rough start, but he's gone through a bit of a purple patch right now. Jan Fiat Arp, our homegrown talent. Well, Bayern did buy him from Hamburg. Anyway, he picks himself up a brace here. Lovely goal. Good slot into the corner. 26 minutes in, and we go 2-0 up. And then, I mean, the Brazilian Lucas Paqueta, he is so good. Been our best player this season, I reckon. Anyway, 3-0 was the final score. We got it done in the first half. That's another 3 points in the bag. Next up, we had to travel to Borussia Park to play Gladbach. Tough game away from home. Mason Mount somehow missed that chance. It was a very action-packed game, a slobber knocker, one that we haven't had in a while. We concede first. We've been pretty good at the back this season as well. Neas scores. But then we play it through to the main man, Jan Fiat Arp, and no doubt he'll finish. That's not the Jan Fiat Arp we know and love. Anyway, he does pick up a scabby assist here. Bruno, again, really not a fan of this guy, but he picks up another vital goal. And then just before half-time, Mount with a shot that whistles past the post, just about. And Mount was on fire in this game to say that he didn't really have a goal impact. Regardless, Paqueta scores on that two-star weak foot, making it 2-1 just before half-time. What a belter. And then in the second half, Doku swings it across the box, up with a tap into the back post, redeeming himself. And now surely we're going to win this game. 2-goal cushion is taken away from us by Moise Keane, who tore us a new one in this second half. With 15 minutes left, he lays it off to Nkunku. We've bottled it, 3-3. A draw at Gladbach isn't the worst result, but we were 3-1 up and we've just completely thrown it away. Here it is, Europa League knockouts, AS Roma in the round of 32. We get off to a flying start in this second leg. We won the first leg 3-1 at home. And it is one of our youth academy players. I can't remember his name, but he gets a vital goal. That's it, Schultz. What a fantastic finish at the near post. Our lead was just thrown away, basically. Seemed to be a bit of a theme at the moment. Koric smashes that one in. Nonetheless, second off, 1 goal we knew would seal it. It's another youth academy player, Kai Graf, scoring, making it 2-1. Anyway, we get into the round of 16 of the Europa League. Giacomo Bruno has been sold outside the transfer window. He's gone to Juventus. He's just not good enough. He's done well in Sims, but I cannot even talk about how bad he is in game. 118 mil we've sold him for. Ta-ta, mate. And in the round of 16 of the Europa League, we smashed PSV. I simmed both games because I knew we'd win, and we won 6-1 on aggregate, which was very good. And now we have Marseille in the Europa League. Back to business in the Bundesliga for a quick sec. The only highlight of the game, in behind for Doku, 1-0, done, dusted, thanks for coming. And now we have quarterfinals of the Europa League against Marseille. We got off to an electric start here with Giacomo Bruno down the right hand side. It's a bit of a heavy cross, but Xerxes manages to head it in. 1-0, big goal. And then we somehow didn't score here. I was a bit annoyed. Willock just hit it straight at the defender. Meyer's shot, it's decent, but it was tamed by the goalkeeper. And then Meyer and Willock play a 1-2. It's saved again by the keeper. We created so many chances in this game. Davies saved by the keeper. Moore saved by the keeper. And then we had a nice passage of play here, you got to admit. Schultz ends up getting an assist. Willock with a goal. It was a very, very well worked move, as I said before, and that made it 2-0. Surely that's going to be enough. Willock gets brought down in the box just over the hour mark by the defender. This is our chance. Alphonso Davies to seal it and send us through to the Europa League semi-final. Of course he does it. 3-0 in that leg. We skipped the second leg, we won 1, we lost 1-0, sorry, so we're through. And in the DFB Pokal, or the German Cup more simply, semi-finals, we had Borussia Mönchengladbach back at Borussia Park for this one, but of course this match was in the Cup. So it was important that we got the win, and Paqueta scored 16 minutes in with a bullet header that just flies past the keeper. Probably should have saved it though. Anyway, we were on fire in this game. We had an abundance of chances, particularly in the first half. It was a very action-packed game and very one-sided. Von Moos somehow misses that, and on the half-hour mark, they get their one and only shot on target of the entire game. Kuntz nearly kept it out, but unfortunately Fraser's shot was just too precise. Regardless though, just about 6 minutes later, another youth academy player goes and makes it 2-1. I think his name was Schmitz or something like that. But yeah, I mean, we've got so much depth this season, it's absolutely fantastic. The second half wasn't so, you know, attack heavy. We had 2 big chances, Willock and Richards with shots very close to going in, but in the end it didn't matter. We did pick up a 2-1 win and we are into the German Cup final. But now it's time for the semi-final of the Europa League, away against Lyon. We lost the first leg 3-1 at home, but we should have scored double digits in this second leg. Holy balls, we had so many chances. Lopez was on fire, we hit the post with Von Moos. I mean, it was a mystery how we didn't score, and then they go and score with Mayoral with 8 minutes to go to basically put the tie to bed. 4-1 on aggregate, which was a real shame. We do get knocked out. Semi-finals is a very, very valiant effort, and I'm proud of the lads. First season in Europe, but just take a look at those match stats. Yeah, no extra statement or comment needed whatsoever. Let's just go and finish off our 4th season in the Bundesliga. We have a game against Augsburg at home to wrap up the season. This has been a very good season. It's still just a bit heartbreaking to lose at the final hurdle in the Europa League. Anyway, up just before the break makes it 1-0, and then 20 minutes on the clock. I mean, it's such an easy goal to avoid. And same with this one. We went 2-1 down to Augsburg. Not good enough. I mean, it is a good finish in fairness, but how we got to that is ridiculous. And why is no one celebrating with him, EA? For God's sake, it's stupid. Anyway, Arp gets taken out, and thank God, because we got the penalty after or before Richter missed. Davies steps up, dispatches it. A 2-2 draw is a pretty poor result in our last game. Hopefully it won't be crucial that we've dropped points in our final game. We'll go have a look at the table in just a moment. But yeah, pretty happy to get the draw in the final minutes though, to be fair. So here is a look at the table at the end of Season 4. We finish in the top 4 like I wanted halfway through the season. Our goal changed from top 6 to top 4, and that's what we've achieved. I'm a bit annoyed that Bayern have finished above us, but let's be honest, they're still about half a mile ahead of us. At least they're not 10 miles ahead of us, let's be honest. Leipzig won the title. Really good to see a few different teams winning it instead of Bayern and Dortmund every single season. But no, again, top 4, I think we did really well. We scored the second most goals in the league, the joint second most, but conceded the most in the top 6. So our defence is a bit of a worry. but Kawasi has matured incredibly throughout the season. Scrolling down the table, Hanover are going to the playoff game, Augsburg go down, and a point behind them is Werder Bremen going down. I mean, that could actually happen in real life given their recent form and their current league position and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, no, I'm happy with that, 100%. Let's check who we have in the final of the German Cup. It is Borussia Dortmund. I haven't actually checked that up until now. But before the Gladbach game, which we won 2-1, we just simmed all the games beforehand. 4-1 win against Köln we got, in the quarters of course. 3-1 win against Bielefeld in the third round. And in the second round, we won 2-0 against Dresden. Regardless, we are now going to go and take on Dortmund in the DFB Pokal final. Heading into this cup final against Dortmund, Doku is injured. He's been out for about 3 months now, and it's a real drag because I would have loved to start him on that right-hand side over Bruno. Nonetheless, he is going to play one more game for the club. Anyway, the lineup: Christian Fruchtel in goal, Kouassi and El Capitano last Lucas Mai as the centre-backs. Right back Hakimi, left back Alphonso Davies, centre mids Paqueta, Mount and Meyer. And up top we've got Jan Fiat with Bruno playing his final game for the club on the right. And on the left we have Batista Meyer, who is going to be making an appearance. He's been fantastic this season and he is definitely the worthy replacement for the injured Doku. Anyway, we are going to get into this game without any further hesitation. Let's roll the highlights. Here we go. The DFB Pokal final against Borussia Dortmund. There's the trophy that we're going to try and win today. We've got the best team out. I've already showed you the lineup. Let's get into the game. Now, it was a very entertaining game, I can confirm. The very first chance of the game fell to us 15 minutes in, and Jan Fiat slots it into the corner. We take a very early lead. Mason Mount with the assist. Just completely left his marker for dead, and he slotted it underneath Roman Burki, which was absolutely fantastic. And then Paqueta comes close to doubling our lead just on the half-hour mark. We were very impressive in this first half. Paqueta with a really good challenge there. Then he plays it into Jan Fiat. Surely, great save from Burki. I took the shot a little bit early. Regardless though, we do get the corner. It's into the box from Bruno, headed by Maguire. Down to Mai, the captain, who makes it 2-0. El Capitano with a fantastic poacher's goal there, but I mean, he had so much time in the box, it was pretty crazy how he just took it down and slotted it into the corner. Fantastic, we'll take it. 2-0 up, and then Fakir just makes his way through our defence like we aren't even there, and somehow he puts it wide. Not gonna lie, I'm not sure how, but we'll take it. I'm not complaining. It was very close in fairness, but we go into the break with a 2-0 lead against Dortmund. I was more than happy with our lineup from the first half. I made no changes at halftime, and we went into the second half with the same lineup. Meyer's deflected shot nearly deceived Roman Burki, but not quite. Then we decided to bring on Joe Willock just for a few minutes. Jan Fiat had another go here, saved by Burki, who in fairness did have a very decent game, to say he conceded 2 so far. I decided to bring on Agu for Bruno. Bye-bye Bruno. Future star, just didn't work out for him here. Meyer then comes close with a shot that whistles past the post. But now we are just waiting for that final whistle. And as Roman Burki picks up the ball, the ref puts the whistle to his mouth, and we win the DFB Pokal, our first real major trophy. It's not even a major trophy, but our only other piece of silverware so far has been Bundesliga 3. So we are really climbing the ranks in Germany and soon in Europe. But for now, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and enjoy the title lifting celebrations.